in my opinion, 2025 is going to be the year to go ahead and jump in there and get your CDL, because freight is about to pick back up. I have a feeling. That's me personally. I have a feeling that freight is about to pick up, and I have a feeling that we're going to be bringing in students and trying to cover all the freight. We had two not so good years in a row, and it was an election year. Probably by March, you're going to see a big pickup in freight, and we're going to be running a lot more. Money's going to be good again. So 2025 might be your year to get that CDL. You come in at the beginning of the year, get a little bit of that winter experience right before summer rolls in, and then by the summer you should be in your own truck, and that's about the time I feel freight's going to pick up. The beginning of the year, the first quarter of the year, it's always slow. So we know it's going to be slow at the first quarter of the year. We could be wrong, though. It might pick up that first quarter of the year, especially after 2 years of it being so slow. Why would I pick Prime, though? Why would I pick Prime? Prime, you're going to come here, you're going to get your CDL, and you're going to have that guaranteed job once you pass that test. That's why I would pick Prime over a CDL school. You might go to a CDL school, and they might teach you how to back, they'll teach you how to drive, but at the end of it, you're not guaranteed a job. Or if maybe they do have a job lined up for you, but you still have to get hired on. Here at Prime, you take your test. As soon as you pass your test, they're all like, come on over. Like, so I just tested out a student today. He got hired today. Like, not even, but like, probably his test was over for about 3-4 minutes. By the time he got hired, he's in there filling out his W-2 right now, getting all his information. That way they have him completely on the books. So his start day is the day that he passed his test. The 1-year contract, yeah, you have to be at Prime for 1 year to cover the cost of your CDL. That's not very bad, because at the end of the day, whenever you get your CDL, if you have zero experience, like we get a lot of CDL holders in Prime Inc. that came from schools and stuff like that, they have zero experience, and they're finding out that just having that CDL is not enough. You need experience, and go through a year here, you got a lot of experience. A lot of your good paying truck driving jobs are going to require 2 years of experience. So if you come out here and you got that 1 year, that's already half of the good jobs, right? Like, you're halfway there to the good jobs. If you stay at Prime for 2 years, a lot of people, they like to get into a lease right off the start, so they'll jump into a lease. When you complete a lease, some leases are a year, some are 2 years, some are 3 years. I would go for the complete lease. I would do the entire lease. That way, whenever I left, I get my lease completion bonus. I got some cash for a while, like put that up for a rainy day, and I would walk right into the company that I wanted to go to. With 3 years of experience, they're probably not going to tell you no, unless you got into some accidents or got some tickets or some violations. But that comes from having a clear record. Keep your record clear. Like, don't get those tickets. Even when you're not in a truck and you're in your personal car, slow it down. Do the speed limit. Don't get tickets, because that's going to affect your ability to go to the next job, or that's going to affect your CDL. And I don't know about you, but I worked too hard to get my CDL. Like, you're not going to take my CDL. So freight should be picking up 2025. I'm expecting slow at the beginning, and then just boom, freight's coming back. And that's what I'm projecting. That's my guess right now. And 2 years ago, whenever it first slowed down, people were all like, nah, it's going to pick back up. It's going to pick back up. And I was all like, it's not going to pick up. I said, because one is it's the year before election year. So even if it does pick back up this year, it's still going to be rocky. But the next year is election year, so everyone's trying to save. They're trying to see what's going to happen. They're funding the political parties and all that, so they're spending money like that. and then it all depends on like who gets into office. Like, I'm not into all that political stuff, but you know, so I knew it was going to be a bad 2 year. I knew 2 years in a row it was not going to be good. And it even affects me in the training, because if there's not a lot of freight moving, then there's not many students coming in. And so it wasn't the best year for me, but I made it through it. And if you came out during last year or even the year before, you really know how to save your money, you know how to budget, you knew how to run the truck, like you were doing everything. And if you survive that, whenever it picks back up, keep those same habits, save money, you know, because you know, hey, there's going to be another bad year like this. And, you know,